Video assistant referee is taking all the headlines after we saw it in action in the match between Spain and France. But not everybody seems to be a big fan. Hugo Lloris and Antoine Griezmann, Shaka, saying that they didn't really like the delays it takes away from the game. Do you sympathize with them?
I do. I sympathize in that you're not quite sure whether you scored or you haven't scored, and you have to wait in the two. You have to kind of wait for these 40 seconds before you can fully celebrate, which I think takes away from a little bit of the emotion or the immediacy of that emotion. But saying that, I think everybody would agree, players, fans, administrators, you prefer to have the right decision come down in that 40 seconds as opposed to an immediate wrong decision. And I think as you see the technology become more adopted and referees become more used to its use, and things will quicken up. My only concern right now is that every single goal decision will be reviewed and everybody kind of takes a step back before they start to celebrate, as we saw start to happen in cricket as an example. But still, I am in the camp that I prefer to have a right decision than be celebrating a wrong decision and discussing it afterwards. And again, even that delay, I think, will shorten its usage, or the referral to its usage you start to get a better, I believe the officials will start to get a better feel as to when you turn to the linesman and when not, when you start to celebrate immediately and when not. It's still a new technology and still a work in progress.
Well, Kylian Mbappe also came out and said it was a bit weird to wait for a goal and then try to celebrate it. And he did say that the delay is also a bit of a psychological blow for teams. But once it's delayed, as it stands now, do you see any other improvements that could be done with this, or should we just really sit back and try and embrace it for what it is?
I think it has to be a step-by-step process, and you have to get each step absolutely right. Got goal line technology, that was a pretty basic step, and I think you got that right, and then you move into video assistant refereeing as it pertains to decisions where goals are allowed, so there's a natural break almost. Maybe again, once you get that right, again you get the timing, you get the technology, you get the understanding of it right, then you start looking at other things, whether the ball crosses the end line for a corner or a goal kick or what it may be, or throw in or whatever it may be. Those steps will be decided on, and I think the step will be how they impact the result or the game, and at the same time you don't want to impact the fluency of it too much, because that, as much as anything, is one of the more beautiful aspects of the game.
All right, thanks so much, Shaka Hissop. So still a work in progress, but I know some of us are still very much excited to finally have video assistant referee in football.